God sent us here into this world to lead a simple, straightforward life. And God sent us here with just one purpose. And that purpose was to know God, to love God, and be with God. That's the only purpose for which we human beings are alive. So God was very clear in God's intentions when God sent each and every one of us here. But when we got into this world, then instead of just being focused on what we should be doing, we got entangled in other activities. And so, just like weeds grow in a garden and make the garden come to a state where there's no greenery, there's no life, everything dead in the garden. Similarly, we who got ourselves entangled into the activities of the world are finding ourselves to be in a state where there's no nourishment to our real self, our soul. We all feel we have so much work to do all day that all of our attention goes into just feeding the weeds, just doing all these outer things. And we are unable to lead the kind of life that we should be leading, because all of our attention, all of our energies, all of our resources are going into arena which are making our life more complicated, more complicated, more complicated. Just like in real estate, when you go to buy real estate, they say location, location, location. That's what's important. Nothing else matters. If you have the right location, you're gonna do well. So similarly, we also need to put our focus in the right arena. And that is to put it towards God. That is to be able to experience God. That is to be able to journey to find the oneness with God. And as we learn the techniques of taking the weeds out of our life, all the distractions that take us away from our goal, we'll find the nourishment will start to go towards the soul. We who are on this path of the science of spirituality, we're very lucky that we have an introspection diary. That's a mechanism to take the weeds out. The diary helps us focus on those arenas which are creating difficulties for our soul to love God, for our soul to be one with God. And so when we focus on the diary and when we use mechanisms to weed those failures out one by one, we'll get to a state where life would be lived in a manner where everything is working well. The saints have always said, simplify, simplify, simplify. We need our life to be simplified. So let us look at ourselves carefully and see how many of the activities that we do on a daily basis are necessary. And how many of the activities that we're involved with are superfluous. We don't really take us towards God. We don't fulfill the purpose for which we are here. And then we, for our own benefit, should keep the ones which are necessary and leave the ones which are not necessary for us to go to our goals. Then you'll find you'll have more time available to you to focus on the goal of oneness with God. And that will give you more time to put into your spiritual practices.